What's up, everybody? This is Strings and Sweaters. My name is Tim, and tonight we had the NHL Draft Lottery, and I was very excited for this. I actually made a prediction on Twitter. I'm not very active on Twitter, but my kitty, why are you doing this at this time? She's literally trying to break into a box of Doritos. Hey! Box of Doritos. Anyhow. Alright, so basically, I made a prediction because on Twitter I saw that you could, through this, account, you could win a free jersey if you made the correct prediction of where Bedard would go. That's what everyone wanted to know. Where is Connor Bedard going to land? And I made this prediction right here. I'll put it on the screen. You can see the time up top. You can see the time I made that tweet. So there you go. I'm not saying I'm Nostradamus here, but I was right. And hopefully I get that jersey, by the way. But there's a lot of other people who made the same prediction. I think the Blackhawks were definitely, one of those teams that a lot of people saw getting Bedard. But I, just looking at the responses, and you can see from also in that shot, I was in BW Hockey's live when he was kind of going over the whole NHL draft lottery process on his live stream on his YouTube channel. I think people are really pissed off about this. I don't really care because I'm not a Blackhawks fan, but I don't know, I get that the Blackhawks were annoying back in their Stanley Cup run. And they had the whole theme song, the the league theme song. It was just a whole thing where the Blackhawks were just dominant for those few years. Same with the Kings, and people are sick of it. They don't want it to ever come back. Now let's think rationally here, guys. For all the people who wanted, Bedard to go, and you're a fan of the Blue Jackets or you're a fan of the Ducks, I get why you're butthurt right now. Even Canadians, I get it. But let's get real here. Let's look at the Blackhawks roster and let's see what really the damage is if Connor Bedard is now going to be on the Blackhawks. Let's look at this roster here. So we got, just going down the list of centers, we have Andreas Athanasiou, age 28. Colin Blackwell, 30. Jason Dickinson. Reese Johnson, 24. Jason Dickinson, 27. Sorry. Tyler Johnson, 32. Philip Karashev, 23. Jonathan Taves, if he stays, probably won't, 35. Left wingers, Anders Bjork, 26. Boris Kachuk, 24. I cannot pronounce his name. Jajar Kara, 28. Austin Wagner, 25. Mackenzie Entwistle, 23. Now we're on right wingers. Jacob Poor, 24. Radish, 25. So we have, I can keep going down the line, but we have a extremely young team. So for all those people who are just super worried now, Connor Bedard's on the Blackhawks, shaking in my boots. What's going to happen? Are the Blackhawks going to win 5 more Stanley Cups? I mean, this team has a lot of rebuilding to do. They have a lot of young guys, but none of those guys I just named are, top draft picks. They're kind of just filler dudes. They're in a rebuild, but we don't know if those guys are going to be part of the rebuild. And a lot of stuff can happen. You can fumble, a very talented rookie. Obviously, the Blackhawks are going to want to probably sign this guy to a very long-term deal and make a superstar out of him and get him in the Hall of Fame. And it's going to be awesome to watch. But, guys, we don't have to hit the panic button. The Blackhawks are not going to win a Stanley Cup for at least 6 or 7 years. You can count on that. They don't have the pieces, and they're going to have to keep sucking with Bedard until they finally can build a team around him. They are not set to win a Stanley Cup very soon, especially with all the stars in the league. Guys like Connor McDavid, guys like Nathan McKinnon, and even Kachuk right now. They're not slowing down. They're not going to disappear. The only guys that are going to retire soon are like Crosby, Ovechkin, and like that's that generation. We've already seen a lot of those guys from that generation already leave. So there's nothing to get worried about with Bedard going to the Blackhawks. Now I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, the NHL's rigged because they just want to have American teams get the good players, and that's really their plot. They're plotting to like try to get fans back into it by creating an American market. No way would he ever go to the Canucks. No way would he ever go to the Canadiens." Like, do you really think they're rigging where the players go? Like, why would they go through this whole, crazy, complicated lottery process if they're just going to rig it? I mean, you could be a conspiracy theorist. There's people who believe that we didn't get on the moon. There's people who believe all sorts of stuff. But you have to have some faith that there is randomness to it. And the Blackhawks really were a team that kind of had the best odds other than the Ducks. So it made sense. Either way, let me know what you think about Bedard being on the Blackhawks. Where did you want him to go? I'm not pleased nor upset with him being on the Blackhawks. I probably would have been more upset if he went to a team like the Canadiens, or a team, I don't know, a team that just didn't really need him, like the Coyotes. Obviously, I would have loved to see him go on the Coyotes, but they have their own stars and they don't need more stars. The Blackhawks are a team that's truly in a rebuild, and this is like their first step to that rebuild. So, let me know what you think. Do you think Bedard is going to be a superstar? Obviously, this isn't the best fit, but do you think it will be a good fit in future years? Will he get a Stanley Cup with the Blackhawks? And sort of what do they need to do to support this guy in the future? Anyhow, thanks for watching my videos. Please leave a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Peace out, y'all.